I'm David Micklem, and with Claire Doherty, I'm the Co-Programme Director of Culture Reset. I'm recording this in Brixton in South London on a grey Sunday afternoon. It's a gloomy day, but I do love this part of London. It's changed a huge amount since I first moved here in 1990, which is now frighteningly 30 years ago. A lot of people complain that it's been gentrified, the communities who called this home have had to move away, that it's become just a destination for young people who want a fun night out in the bars and restaurants in the market. And that's all true, but it's still a richly diverse and exciting place, and I'm really proud to call it home. I asked my next door neighbour, Johnny, who's at number 58, about this the other day. He's lived here since the mid-60s, when he was one of thousands of migrants who arrived from the West Indies to the UK. He's in his early 80s now, and he's seen it all. He's a brilliant, brilliant storyteller. 40 years ago, at the end of our street, it was called the Front Line, and in April 1981, the Brixton riots erupted there as tensions between the black community and the police boiled over. I asked Johnny the other day what's changed and whether it's better or worse, and he looked at me in that sage way that he does and said, "Oh, David, people are people. There's good people and bad people and everyone in between, and that's the same now as it was 50 years ago." And Johnny got me thinking about the layers of history in this area and the personal stories of everyone who's passed through over years and years. And he's right to say that people are people, each one of us with our own creative lives and our own histories. And talking to Johnny reminded me of the late, great Bill Mitchell and his Cornish theatre company, Wildworks, who made the most extraordinary work in unusual contexts all around the country and around the world. He made shows in abandoned department stores in Colchester and in Kensington Palace, and in a woodland in Norfolk, and in a refugee camp on the West Bank. And most memorably, I guess for me, right across the town of Port Talbot in South Wales, working with the actor Sheen. I watched Bill make work slowly, painstakingly, over time, by, with and for people who didn't think that theatre was for them. He rooted his practice in asking really simple questions of those he hadn't met before. Questions about who they were, what they did, where they did it, and why. He wanted to understand the essence of a place through its people and landscapes, and in doing so he mined the histories and stories of individuals and communities. And it's that frame, individuals and communities, that got me thinking about the kinds of questions we might seek answers to on this programme. Questions that help us think about our practice, our organisations, the places we live and work in, and the people who live and work around us. Later in the programme, you'll hear me talk about the importance of asking great questions of your audiences and communities and stakeholders in order to elicit really great answers. Your overarching question at the heart of this programme should aim to be similarly great as you think about relevance. We're all here on this programme because we want things to change. The notion of a culture reset has appealed to almost 1,000 people who recognise the way we did things before COVID-19 was unsustainable, partly broken and unfair. In devising the programme, the team has been driven by artists and arts professionals calling for an urgent and radical rethink of arts and culture. Who gets to say what it is, where it is, how it gets made and distributed, and by whom? These wider questions suggest a number of approaches to developing and refining our own question, one that's central to our own practices or organisation or community. In Claire's video, she uses the frame when, where and how. Inspired by Bill, I suggest your question might really explore the who, not the band, but the people who have a stake in your practice. Inspired by Bill, your question might be about the individuals and communities who live and work near you, the people who we want to feel are actively participating in the future of our theatres, museums, libraries, art galleries, village halls and concert halls. It's tempting, I think, to rush your question, or to rush to a question, to adopt the first one that springs to mind. I want to better understand who lives here and what arts and cultural lives they have. That's a good question. But I urge you to really spend some time refining your question and to find one that's right for you. What is it you really want to get some answers to? Move beyond the rhetoric and the jargon to find a question that really speaks to you, your practice, and the journey you want to go on over this programme. Test your question with others in your group, your colleagues, your board, your stakeholders, your neighbours. Improve your question and refine it. And take your question for a walk. Seriously, take it for a walk. Change location, get some fresh air, change your perspective and try out your question somewhere different. Does that get to the heart of what you're really trying to discover? If not, then improve it. Or start again from the bottom up to decide what it is you really want to seek some answers to. You'll be working with this question, your new friend, for some time, so make it a good one. And make it the right size, something meaty that you hope in answering will open up opportunities for you. Not too big, not too existential, not, I would suggest, is there a God? But also not too small and specific, like what should I have for lunch? So somewhere in between, is there a God? And what should I have for lunch? And finally, make sure your question feels authentic to you as an individual. It's a question you want some answers to, not a question you think you should be asking or someone else thinks you should pose. It should be your question and rooted in your desire to reset your practice. And in doing so, contribute to a wider reset right across arts and culture. Good luck, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.